Don't so money for, then I gotta go. Ain't no refunds. Call back, you better need more. You ain't my speed though. Really
We
just a
back.
freak hoe. Tell me
We
pull my
back,
camera out.
people.
She talking about a free show. Yeah, big business. Pounds getting up to full fitness. Kids got beat, it was no
Yo,
witness.
yo, yo.
For forgiveness. I'll turn a princess into a mistress.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Good and Crazy News, y'all. It's your boy Aki. I'm here. Aki Kimbo Slice is here again.
Yeah, show them the guns. Welcome to the gun show, people.
Akimbo Slice. What you been up to? Hey, look, y'all. Listen, you know what? I never asked the people to do this. Aki Nation, please subscribe to the channel. I never ask anybody to click the bell and notification buttons and all that. I never do that. We've been at 20 subscribers for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, we ain't trying to, we're not trying to sell, but we're just
Yeah, we
trying
don't
to,
really care about all that.
we're trying to make people's lives happy.
That's right. Look, Phil, I got on watermelons today.
Ooh, okay, here we go. Water. I didn't know that's what that was, but
I
all
asked
right.
you if you liked the shirt and you said yes. So you
Well,
didn't even
yeah,
look
but I
at
didn't.
it.
I can't tell from camera that it's watermelons. You know what I mean?
Should I not be wearing it?
No, it looks. I mean, it looks good. That's what I told you. It looked good. So
Y'all, guess what? We got a explosive show for y'all tonight.
I didn't wear. I didn't realize you were wearing a black stereotypical shirt.
See, I knew you was gonna do that. See, that's why I didn't want to win. That's why I asked you. I was like, "Does it look good, you freaking moron?" You know what? I'm not listening to Phil because guess what? He just got through cussing me out again.
Well, I mean, Aki's learning how to log in and log out of websites. So,
It's whatever.
uh,
Y'all, how about I got depressed this week on Wednesday?
oh, here we go.
You want to know why?
We're not getting depressed on the show. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Okay, I'll put it to you like
We're
this.
keeping it hype.
I can't be missing days of workout. So my trainer wants to see me do more stuff. He's like, "Hey, you need to work out on your own when you're not at the gym." I'm like, "Dude, I have no discipline." But guess what, Phil? Today I actually did a chest workout at home, and I also did a bicep workout at home, and I did a chest workout yesterday from this guy online. He's really dope.
Nice.
What was
Okay.
your weekend? Oh, you said you was gonna buy some weight so you could compete with me trying to get built and cut for the summer next year. What's up?
Yeah, I told you they sent me one weight. Like this company, they literally ripped me off. I'm not gonna name the company yet, but you better fix my people, or I'm a dime you out online.
How much weight was they
Dime you out.
supposed to send you?
They were supposed to send me a set of dumbbells that everything online that I ordered and everything was a set of dumbbells. I have everything. I have the screenshot of what I ordered. I have everything. And then when the order went through, they sent me all of the wording and with a times one. It was a scam. It's literally seems like a full blown scam by the company.
Was
So
this Amazon Prime or
uh,
some other bullshit you
no,
bought it
no,
from?
it's the actual company. I'll put their name on the air too if they don't
You
fix
need
it.
to go ahead and call their ass out so they can stop effing with my boy.
Yeah, right. I'm going to too. So I'm gonna give them a chance to fix it. I'm gonna call tomorrow morning and say, "Where's my other dumbbell, dummies?"
See,
I mean, these people, these companies, man. It's like you want to do good business, but yeah, you try and screw people over like that.
that's not
I
good.
know. It has in the photo two dumbbells, and it has set. Like it
So
literally
wait,
spells it out for you, and they
so wait,
sent me
when
one.
wait, so when it came in the mail, did it look like those little pink or blue ones that the girls be working out with?
No, no, no. It's a massive one. It's one of the ones you adjust, and it has the you can go from it goes from 25 to 52 pounds for the one single dumbbell. So
Wow,
yeah, so it's
that
dope.
sounds
You can
amazing.
no, it's huge. It's a massive dumbbell. So but yeah, I was so mad when I got it. I was like, man, I was like,
Guess
people are
what? Ron is on his way into town again this weekend. I guess you
just
still haven't linked up with him yet.
No, I mean I haven't had time with the law firm launching. I have the law firm launch and plus the restaurant, and then another company, construction company, wants me to do work for them, and yeah, there's just too much going on. Um, it's been it's been intense, bro. Yeah, a
Okay,
lot
well,
going on.
look, I'm glad that you doing okay with your rich man problems and everything. But guess what? Like I tell y'all every week, if you want to hear about good news, tune into channel 126 on XM Radio and go down to Urban View River so you can listen to my boy Clay Kane and Karen Hunter so you can get inspired and go out there and learn how to vote. But guess what this is? This is good and crazy news, y'all. We about to get into it. You know who my first story is today? You don't even know this, Phil. Guess what?
What?
Man, look, Wendy Williams, girl.
Oh God.
Let me tell you something. Over the past few weeks, they've been spotting her going to the liquor store and looking a hot, shitty mess in the streets and everything, right? Now, today, she finally got put into rehab, which they try to call a wellness center.
Oh God.
Now, look, you know she's all bent out of shape because Sherry Shepherd done took over her show. And guess what? The Sherry Shepherd show is the Wendy Williams show, just with a new name on it. That's a
Yeah. I
hot
mean,
mess.
go figure, right?
So I guess Wendy finally had her mental breakdown and had to go get put in rehab. Bye, Wendy Williams.
Damn. Damn. She was always funky looking, anyways. I don't.
I
That chick
love Wendy. She's part of
she
the
used
reason
to
why I'm
scare the
sitting
shit
here.
out of me. What's Sherry Shepherd look like?
What does she look like a Oompa Loompa?
Is she ugly as hell?
she looked like she looked like
Oh
Oompa
yeah, yeah.
Loompa Dippity Doo.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I got a picture of them both together right here. Yeah, it's like the next coming.
The next coming of what?
Wendy Williams.
Oh my! Oh.
Yeah, it's like the yeah, dude. They're gonna literally. It's like I'm gonna grow up to be just like you.
Yeah.
Face
Oh,
gonna be
that is
all
a mess.
fucking fucked up
Didn't
and
nobody
shit.
tell you to Google that lady?
Yeah, dude, her face gonna be looking like clay in about 10 years, anyways. Yeah. Fuck.
You trying to
That's a
say Wendy Williams' face look like clay?
hell
That's a
yeah, dude.
mess.
Dude, look like a fucking look like a prosthetic fucking ugh.
That
Ugh.
don't make no sense.
It's
Look,
nasty. Okay.
let's move on, child.
Yeah.
This is, you know what, we're a couple of days late, but it don't matter. The casket of Queen Elizabeth II arrives at Buckingham Palace. You know what? My mom asked me just a few minutes ago. She was like, "What's Queen Elizabeth's last name?" I was like, "I don't know." So I looked it up. And guess what? None of them have last names. This is like King Charles II, Queen Elizabeth II. Like, they don't have a last name.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah, I
interesting.
looked it up. Let me see. Let me go
No,
on.
we ain't got time to look this shit up right now.
Okay,
Come
we
on.
don't. We're trying to make the show
Yeah.
short today.
Yeah.
The coffin of Queen Elizabeth II returned to Buckingham Palace on Tuesday evening, making its way through the drizzly London crowds like as they lined up the route for a glimpse of the hearse and the bid for her final farewell. I know that you really love the Queen, Phil, and we ain't gonna get into this what we got into the other night. We ain't gonna do
Mhm.
that. Not up on here. What you think about Queen Elizabeth's passing? Not the monarchy.
Um well, I mean, obviously it's a very sad day for uh the UK in general. I mean it just sucks, you know. I mean they lost a historical icon. I mean, it's like
Yeah, she's an icon and all of that.
yeah.
I'm sad that she died, but I don't really care about the monarchy. I really don't. It
Yeah.
says
I
here the
mean,
coffin traveled to London from Edinburgh, where 33,000 people filled silently as it passed through St. Giles Cathedral. The good graces to her. I'm not going to slam her story down. We'll just put her down lightly. Bye, Queen Elizabeth. You had an amazing daughter. I loved her amazingly, but bye, Queen Elizabeth. Not going to slam you. Phil, we got to talk a little bit of business here. The Dow Jones fell like 1,200 points the other day. Did you see that?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God. They said the Dow Jones Industrial Average sank more than 1,250 points on Tuesday, its steepest sell off in more than 2 years. After a government report showed that inflation is maintaining a surprisingly strong grip on the US economy. The S&P 500 sank 4.3%, its biggest drop since June 2020, and the Dow fell 3.9%, and the Nasdaq Composite closed 5.2% lower. This is crazy. But you know what I did though, Phil? I went in and like I keep trying to tell y'all every week, I bought more stuff when the Dow fell. I bought batteries, PLL, these companies that make batteries and shit like that for electric cars and everything. And also I bought like staples because we're about to go into a recession. So I bought like Procter and Gamble and stuff like that, things that everybody gonna always need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you feel about this whole inflation thing? It's screwed up my business. Like, not
Yeah,
totally because I know how to pivot, but what I'm trying to say is I've seen appraisals go down like 60, 70% in the past month. I told you about it.
yeah. It's a rough time right now.
It's rough.
I mean,
They're just trying to get back every dime that they gave everybody. Buy stock market. The Woman King review. Viola Davis kills in African war epic. Have you heard about this movie?
no. I was wondering
Oh,
when you put this story in there. I was like, what the? I was like, what is
you
this?
don't want me to talk about it?
No,
It's
you
going to be a
can.
really good movie.
Go ahead.
It's about these African tribes in Africa. It's like based off of a true story.
It sounds
Um,
good.
yeah, it's going to be a really good movie. I think it's going to be great. We'll wait till it comes out, then I give my review later. Bye, Viola Davis. Guess what, y'all? It's time for our second week of our newest segment. It's called Boom, the Kim K Slam. Now,
Smack.
Phil, I told you last night to look up some of these people so you can know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, didn't do it.
You didn't do it? Oh my
Nah,
God.
nah.
As usual, we start off slamming Kim Kardashian. All of the Kardashians went to Beyonce's birthday party. And guess what? Everybody was asking while everybody was at Beyonce's birthday party. Guess what the question was while everybody was there?
I don't
Where's
know.
Beyonce?
Beyonce was like, "Oh, Kim K's here. Yeah, I'm not
No,
gonna go."
no, she invited Kim K. She was just like, you know what? I just want you here for the clout.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
be in
gonna
the back
go.
chilling with my husband.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go. I'll be in another room.
Look, now this is the story you don't know nothing about.
Yeah.
Atlanta Housewives star Sheree Whitfield finally came out with She by Sheree after a 14-year hiatus from season 1 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, you know, we waited 14 years for She by Sheree to come out. And guess what? On the season finale of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 14, the fashion show was actually really good. But guess what people pointed out? They pointed out that she actually didn't make none of the clothes. The clothes actually came from another company called Sheen that you can get on Alibaba, and that she just slapped her logo on the front of it and called it She by Sheree.
Oh man,
Yeah.
damn. So in other words, she bought cheap and then put cheap on cheap.
Look, how about the Sheen clothes is $39? By the time she slapped her name on it, she's trying to charge $150. By Sheree.
Damn. That's gang. That's dirty gangster. That's filthy
Guess who else is
gangster.
getting the Kim K Slam again this week? She got it
Oh
last
yeah,
week.
I heard about that.
Now she
Got
back again for
got
another slam.
snubbed.
Meghan Markle gets snubbed by mourners in Great Britain. Girl, you just found out you was black last week. Now you talk about you upset because you getting snubbed by mourners. What you think, Phil?
I mean, it's Meghan Markle, dude.
Bye, Megan. Again. again, again. I talked about this earlier. Now, look, you just said that Sherry Shepherd looked like young Wendy Williams. Look, I watched the new Sherry Shepherd show that's supposed to replace the Wendy Williams show, and I don't see a difference. It's the Wendy Williams show with Sherry sitting there.
Yeah, and eventually we'll just remove Wendy Williams's face skin and put it on the others face. It'd be like a fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre story.
Bye, Sherry Shepherd, again, again, again. They'll put that lady down in the wellness center. Oh God.
No.
No, this is about King Charles. It's not about Queen Elizabeth. King Charles sitting that they're trying to sign some paperwork and everything, and he got pissed off at the pen. Did you see that today on the news?
No.
He's like, they trying to get him to sign some papers. He's like, I hate this bloody pen. And then he don't even put the pen down. He makes somebody else get the pen and somebody else wipe up the table and everything. King Charles. You don't want me to slam him. Bye, King Charles. Okay, this is an important one. I really wish that you would have looked this up.
I don't really give a shit though because I mean,
I don't either, but I got an opinion about T.I. and his son, and I'm gonna tell it right now. And T.I., if you try to come for me, guess what? I'm about to lay your ass out right now. So T.I.'s son is down there acting up in Atlanta, getting arrested, going to jail, and all this type of shit like that, and acting like a moron about it. Like, I don't care. He talked like this, man. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even give a damn. You know what I'm saying? That is. So they caught up with T.I. at the airport, and T.I. was like, man, y'all don't think I talked to my son about how he acting and stuff? He gonna end up going to jail. This is what's gonna end up happening to him. But y'all trying to act like I don't even talk to my son about what he trying to do with his life. I'm like, T.I., stop lying, number one, because number one, your son talk exactly like you. If you was trying to make your son a better person, you would become a better person. So guess what? Kids want to be exactly like their dad. So if you running around here acting a damn fool in these damn streets, what the hell you think King is gonna do? Don't try to pretend like you such a great dad. No, fuck that. You're a horrible father because what you don't realize is that while you try to say that King is not going to be like you, well, guess what? He hears all your conversations you have in the background with your goons and your cronies and stuff. So why are you saying that he's not going to be like you, whatever? Guess what? At nighttime, when you out there smoking your blunts and hitting your girlfriends and shit on the ass, he's watching all of that shit too. T.I. So you're a horrible dad. Bye.
Damn.
That's the end of the first half. Guess what, y'all? We'll be right back.
Meow.
I would really lose this, little whip cruising. You don't know what I've been through. Taking chances for investors when the rent due. All the goddamn odds that against you. But the plug showing love off the screen too.
I didn't see you. Are we back?
So
Welcome
money
back.
fold, then I gotta go. Ain't no refunds. Call
Yeah,
back,
we're
you
back,
better
dummy.
need more. You ain't my speed dope, really just a freak hoe. Tell me put my camera out, she talking.
Hey, y'all. Guess what? We're back. Guess what? We got another new segment, y'all. It's called Who's the Hottest? Every week we're gonna pick a different TV show and we're
Who's
gonna
hot
tell
and
you
who's not?
who. No, we're not gonna do who's not hot. It's only who's the hottest.
Oh, all right. So
Okay,
now
do you want to do who's not hot? I mean, we could do that too because I do have a list
we're,
here.
yeah, because we're gonna rag on the ugly ass mofo's.
Yeah. Okay, so look, here we go. It's called the new segment, Who's Hot and Who's Not. Woo, boom.
Because that's what I
Okay,
almost
the
did.
show
Looking
this
at
week
looking at some
is
of these people, I was
the
threw
show.
up.
Look, the show this week is Big Brother. Now, look, Phil, I'm gonna let you go first and talk about who
Oh,
you think.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
You
I
picked
gotta.
a hot chick on Big Brother. Wait, you have a build up? Do you have like a 3-2 and then the hottest one, or do you just?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
But first, I got to talk about the ugliest one.
No, see, I wasn't gonna do that.
What? What? You got to talk about the ugliest.
That's a mess. Okay, that's what's gonna make people click on it. Is the ugliest.
I mean, I mean, unless I guess you should have been more clear what you wanted me to do.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead, because I
All
got
right.
the most busted person on my list too.
Okay. So me personally, I think the ugliest, hip, most funkiest looking one out of the whole bunch is Jasmine Davis. I mean, she looks like she was put together as like pieces from a plastic fugly like doll. Like she looks like she was like, like pieces of a doll put together that are made to scare a little kid to shit death. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
god, you trying to say
Like,
she's that ugly, Phil?
oh, she's ugly. She's fugly. Big time. She's big time
Mm-mm.
fugly.
I
So
wonder what the
she
people think.
so she has a face that looks like it was crayoned on. You know what I mean? Like it was drawn with a crayon, like funky ass crayon colors and shit. Like they took the fucked up magenta color and drew her lips on, and
That's
then
a mess.
they took the her eyebrows were like drawn on in with like some kid like drew too hard with the
Wait,
black crayon.
Phil,
You
we're
know what I
not
mean?
supposed to be saying all of that.
Well, I'm describing how ugly she
Uh,
is
That's
and
a
why
mess.
why she
Okay,
got
look,
the hit.
Hockey Nation, let me tell y'all that was not the intention of the segment. Okay,
Oh,
this
okay.
is what
Well,
Phil
I didn't know that
decided to
was not
do.
the intention. Okay,
We're
so let
supposed to
me
be
go.
doing who you think is the cutest on the show. Now, who's the cutest one?
Okay, so I think the cutest. Okay, so I think the cutest. It's almost a tie, but I'm giving the cutest by far to her name is Amira Jones.
Okay.
Her name is pronounced Amira. She's from Westminster, Maryland. She's a UX content designer at age 31, and she's light skin olive. Light skin olive. She is just the cutest thing. She's like kind of like that button cute. You know what I mean? She's yeah, I mean she's adorable. She's got like I mean she's just her skin is her complexion's like beautiful. She's got glowing skin, like she looks like she's like probably like a happy-go-lucky person in general. She's just cute. She's not now. Don't get me wrong. She doesn't look like she has like a banging ass body or anything like that. Her runner up, Paloma Aguilar. Now she looks like a dirty little slut. Like
Oh my God.
she looks
We're
like the
not supposed to
one.
do that, Phil. What are you
She,
doing?
well, I'm
You
just.
going sidetrack. Listen,
Well, I
listen.
thought that's what we were supposed to be talking about.
I
Like,
know, but you taking that shit to the next level, like, don't do that.
okay, well, Paloma Aguilar, the next runner-up, looks like she'd be the one that would be dirtier in bed. Is that good enough?
I guess.
Now, Amira Jones looked like she's marriage material. Paloma
Now, who's your
Aguilar,
number one? Who's the
she looks
number
like a
one
pillowcase
person? The
pussy little
sexiest
girl.
girl on the show is.
Well, sexiest is Paloma Aguilar, but most pure would be Amira Jones.
This is only based on looks, y'all. This don't have nothing to do. I ain't
Yeah,
watched the show.
because I
Have
don't
you
know any
watched the
of them.
show?
I don't know any of them. Hell
Have you
no.
watched the show?
No, and I would not watch the show to this day, even though I think I would bang Paloma and Amira. I would still not watch the show out of respect for myself.
Oh my God, that is so disrespectful.
I ain't watching no stupid ass Big Brother. Fuck,
You
you got me fucked up. I got
know
way
what I
more
gotta?
shit to do with my
Okay,
time than that.
it's my turn.
Okay, because these guys are funky ass looking
These are some ugly motherfuckers on
motherfuckers.
this show. See, I
Yeah,
can't even do. Why they got 47-year-old bus drivers on here? Like,
who's
really?
that? Who's the 47-year-old bus
Terrence
driver?
Higgins.
Monte?
Terrence Higgins. And this
Oh,
is
he's a 47-year-old bus driver. Oh
just like,
man.
I guess it's
Uh,
supposed to be regular people, so I guess it's okay, whatever. But he probably got the most skill on the show because driving the bus,
he's
he
lived the
sees a lot
most.
of shit. He sees a lot of shit driving that bus.
Yeah, he's lived the most.
Listen, now Daniel Dustin, I think that's his name. He's the most busted motherfucker on the show.
Daniel Dustin. Oh
Yo, he's
yeah.
busted,
Oh
bro.
dude,
He's
he
busted.
looks like a
But guess what?
fucking tool to
My
me.
number one pick for the cutest guy on the show is Monty
Monte. Yeah, I
Taylor.
figured. How did I know? How did I know?
He's
I figured
smart
it would be
too.
that, or you were gonna be screwing the pooch.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to put his name on here because Pooch was like a number two. He was like my number two. Pooch was like my number two.
I was like,
Yeah.
watch this motherfucker say I'm about to screw the pooch.
Yeah. Pooch was number two. Number one is Monty. Congratulations, Monty. You got number one cutest guy on Big Brother. And who's the cutest girl?
uh, the cutest girl is Amara Jones.
Amara Jones. You got cutest girl on Big Brother this week. All
Good
right.
job.
Bye, y'all. And
Peace
that's
out,
the
big
end of
brother.
that segment. And guess what it's time for? It's time for men's gossip.
I do our own
Look,
damn sports center.
I got a story before we go into Phil's segment. Russell Wilson reacts to being booed by Seahawks fans after returning for the first time since the trade to Denver. They'll love you one day and hate you the next. That's what he said. In a press conference following his first game back to Seattle, the athlete addressed the situation in his typical collected manner. As we previously reported, Russell Wilson, age 33, was traded from Seattle Seahawks to the Denver Broncos back in March of this year. The football star played for the team for a decade and led the Seahawks to their only championship. Yet and still, it seems fans had no warm welcome for their former quarterback upon his return.
And to quote Timberlake, "Cry me a river, cry me a river."
Y'all don't have no love for the he was in Seattle
Fuck
for
that
10
little bitch.
years.
I don't give a shit.
How many championships did he win? Just only one?
One. Wah wah wah.
Russell Wilson, you say he should be on TV doing something though, right? Did you say that?
Yeah, I think he'd be an all right announcer.
In
Be all right.
Seattle.
Yeah, in Seattle. Yeah, he ain't gonna be on no national stage. He ain't that good.
Oh my goodness. Bye, Russell Wilson. And guess what it's time for? It's time for Phil's segment. Dun, 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 dun.
Everybody tell Aki to shut the fuck up. Aki thinks he's part of the fucking circus now with his
Dun, 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 dun,
musical
dun,
act.
dun, 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 dun.
We're gonna start a whole segment dedicated to Aki's musical acts.
Look, I can do a variation of it while I like shake my fake tits. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. Too much.
I
You're
know,
doing
I'm just playing,
doing
y'all.
too much.
All right, Phil, come on. It's time for you to do the segment this week because you know what? Football is in season and too much shit is going on for me to keep up with. So
Okay.
here you go.
So
And don't make it 20 minutes like you did last week, please.
it was not 20 minutes last time. I don't even know
Yes,
what
it
the hell we
was.
talked about last week.
The
But
show was 49
this
minutes.
we're gonna go ahead and keep it in Texas this year for Phil's segment. Aki has tasked me with choo- choosing the segment
The
discussion
stories.
stories for men's gossip. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go get it hot and heavy in Texas, and we're gonna talk about good old Dak Prescott and his broken fucking thumb, which we can all say to shove up your ass, Dak, because we know you're not a good quarterback. We know the Dallas Cowboys aren't good, and we also know that the Dallas Cowboys are not America's team.
Wait,
So,
isn't Dax Prescott the same one whose foot went like this?
um, yeah, it probably did go like that. I don't know. I
Like
mean,
2 years ago or last
yeah,
year?
it could have been. Yeah,
The
yeah, it
quarterback,
probably,
right? Like the
yeah,
light skinned black guy?
yeah, yeah,
The cute
yeah.
one. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
I
Go
mean, you
ahead.
might think he's cute. I don't
He's
know.
cute.
What he is not is a good quarterback, and what he is now is he's broke as hell again for the Dallas Cowboys, and he is out for 6 to however many weeks, and so now the Dallas fans are once again without a quarterback and without hope. So let's move on and let's realize that there's no hope for the Dallas Cowboys, supposedly America's team. Wah, wah,
You need to have your paper there so you
wah.
can slam it down so everybody can hear you slam the
No, I,
story.
I, I don't need to slam it down because what I mean the sad part is that we have New England, which was one of the first uh, founded colonies in all of America, which had brought back to back to back to back Super Bowl championships for the whole entire nation with Tom Brady, and yet we're still to this day calling the Dallas Cowboys, which no one gives a shit about except people in Dallas. We're calling it America's team, and it really saddens me that we're still doing this. I mean,
Well, I
this is
think
a
they call them America's team because they have the big star, and Texas is like its own country. Blah 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 blah
yeah,
blah.
and that's just it's even more pathetic that we do that because of that. Because it's like we're talking about a state that that literally to this day we joke about it seceding from the nation, and what we call it America's team. Come on, let's be real.
Well,
So
listen,
I'm
now
here to tell you,
I want you
I'm here
to.
to tell you, I'm here to tell you. Period. We shouldn't be calling it America's team,
I
and
want you to figure out why I'm looking like this right now as you say that about Dallas not being America's team. Figure out why I'm looking like this.
I don't really care. But I'm telling you, Dallas is not America's team. Because if you're telling me that I should give a shit about the Dallas Cowboys, I'm telling
No,
you,
I'm
I
not
never
saying that
will.
at all.
However, um, that in itself is end of discussion. The Dallas Cowboys will now finish probably 500 if they're lucky at the end of the season. And if Dak does make it back, watch out for the other. Watch out for your pinky finger, buddy.
What does
Okay,
500
watch
mean? I don't know what
watch
that
it.
means.
500. It means though they might win 8 out of 16 games, so they'll finish 500. They might win half the games of the season
Mm.
that they play. So, anyways, let's move on.
Moving right
Next
along.
topic. Next topic. I hope all of your freak shows started off well on your fantasy football leagues. I know I started off well. I took my usually I play in seven leagues out of 7 leagues for fantasy football. I took it from 7. I cut it all the way back to only 4 leagues this year. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't getting anxiety over, oh, I need this guy to play good, but I don't want him playing good in these 3 leagues, but I want him playing good in this one league. So I did only 4 leagues. My first week, I won 3 out of 4. I
How?
messed up.
How'd
I
you
me-
win 3 out of 4? Who made you win?
Really, it was Jamar Chase did very well for me. Hebert um, uh, did really well. I had quite a few of my receivers did well. Um, uh, some consistent guys that I went with. Chubb did well for me. Nick Chubb, and then just consistency out of basic quarterbacks. Tom Brady, he didn't really do that. He didn't do that well, but he did well enough for me.
If you're
Um,
in a fantasy football league, can you bank on Tom Brady?
yeah, you can always bank on Tom Brady because he's gonna put up consistent numbers. He didn't have a lot of touchdowns this weekend, so he's kind of screwed a lot of guys over, but he had a lot of yards still. He threw a lot of yards, so he still did well for people. People that really did screw people over, obviously Dak Prescott screwed people over. Matthew Stafford screwed people over. Because you were thinking he was going to have a consistent game. Josh Allen, Josh Allen absolutely he went bonkers. He went crazy for
Who
people.
does he play for?
Um,
Josh Allen.
Buffalo Bills, which everyone knew he was going to be good, but we didn't. A lot of people like I didn't play him in my one league because I didn't think he was going to do that good against the Los Angeles Rams defense. But he literally tore the defense apart, which was very rare.
I thought
So
the Rams moved to Vegas. That's the
no,
Raiders.
that's the Raiders. Yeah.
Okay.
So the Rams they won the Super Bowl last year and they had a great defense. And so a lot of people did think, like I did too, that the Rams defense would come out and hold Bills to a decent point score. Like they'd only let them maybe score a couple touchdowns, but they let them score 31 fucking points, which is
Wow.
absolutely insane.
That's
So
amazing.
Josh Allen tore him apart. So
Okay.
I should have played Josh Allen because he scored like 70 something
All
points.
right, Phil. Who's
So
next?
we're moving on. That's pretty much it for sports this week. There hasn't been much news other than that because
Well,
fantasy
who
just came
won?
back.
Like, who won this week? Who was the big winner this week? Who was the
What
big winner this week?
the big winner? The big winners were uh, uh, the Bills quarterback Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes did well in uh, the first game back. So
Okay.
without Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes he got Juju Smith Schuster, and he's got Kelsey, and him and Kelsey hooked up, and they kept on going. So that looks really really good for Mahomes.
All right.
I did
I
not
like
have
it.
faith in Mahomes losing Tyreek Hill, but they've put enough weapons around uh, Patrick Mahomes to keep him going. So
Okay.
it does look like Patrick Mahomes has not been slowed down. So we'll see how that goes the rest of the season.
Wow.
So
That's amazing. Okay, so look.
those two quarterbacks have not stopped at all from last
Okay.
season.
That sounds great. So let me ask you this.
Yep.
If you're a novice football watcher for this weekend coming up, what's the game to watch?
The game to watch this weekend. Um, I. All right, that's a good question. So let me look it up then. Well, I mean, you would have thought tonight's game, the Chargers versus the Kansas Chiefs, would be one to watch, but the Chargers are actually up right now, a two scores on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
But I would say the game to watch coming up this coming week, I would say the one that I'm really looking forward to seeing is the Buccaneers versus the Saints because the Saints defense is
Oh
phenomenal.
God.
Yeah,
Any
New
game with the
Orleans.
Saints is gonna be
No,
great.
it has nothing to do with Tom Brady or anything like that. It's just because
I said the Saints.
the Saints defense is always so good that you never know what they're going to do against a team like Tom Brady. Like they always play so well against teams like that.
Like the
You,
Falcons? You like the
you
Falcons?
do I like the Falcons?
Yeah.
No, because the Falcons have really they traded away their team pretty much. I mean, they're kind of a new team.
You know what? Atlanta gets all the best shit and then they get a fucked up team. Like they got that dope ass stadium, but a
Yeah.
sucky ass team.
Yeah, well, they lost Matt. They traded away Matt Ryan, so that was a big mistake on their part. But they're playing the Rams, so that will be a good game because it's going to be a comeback game for Matt Stafford to see how he bounces back from his loss this
Yeah.
last week. So that
Uh-huh.
should be a decent game.
Yeah.
Um, but the other game this week that's going to be good, other than that one, is probably most likely going to be the Patriots versus the Steelers
All right.
because the Steelers the way they
Here
performed
he go. Here he go
this
talking a whole
Sunday,
bunch again. Look,
it's
he
going to be
talking a whole
interesting.
bunch. Vince Guys will be taking over the whole show.
Go ahead.
The whole show will be taken over by Vince Guys. Is that the
Shut
last
up.
story?
Shut up.
Is that the last story? I'm just
Yeah,
fucking with you.
that's it.
All right, so that's the end of Phil's segment, and it's also the end of Men's Gossip.
You're not going to do your you're not going to do your fair song. Your
I
there you go. There
don't know if you know about this story. We're about to get into some mess now.
Yeah,
Do you remember the
this
show
is the
Sweetie Pies? Huh?
tomfoolery section of
This
the
is the
show.
tomfoolery section. Okay, there's this show
Sweetie
called
pie.
Sweetie Pies that used to be on TV. Have you ever seen it?
Fuck no.
It's about this St. Louis family. Anyway, the son Tim Norman contracted to kill his own nephew and actually killed him in real life for insurance
So you think
policies.
this is true?
This is a true story.
I know, but it's not proven. So you think it's
Oh,
true? Though.
it's proven. They got the text messages and the phone calls and everything because they were so stupid. They went and bought burner phones and shit, and they got all the messages and everything. But this is an update. A former star in a St. Louis-based Welcome to Sweetie Pie's reality television show testified Tuesday he was not involved in the murder of his nephew. Now they don't caught him buying all these insurance policies. They done indicted the person who sold him the insurance policies and everything. And then as soon as he got to Soon as the insurance policies were ready to pay, because you know you have to have them for like 2 years. Like in 2 years and one day, he killed his nephew. Like, come on, bro. He's accused of hiring two people to kill 21-year-old nephew Andre Montgomery in March 2016, then trying to cash in $450,000 in life insurance policies that he took out on his nephew in the months before he was killed.
That's crazy.
Listen,
That's cray.
I don't even want to give this story nothing else. Bye. Look, the mama on the show.
Bye, sweetie pie.
Bye, sweetie pies. Look who's next again.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Ricky Martin. Man, he trying to turn this shit around now.
Ricky Martin. Ricky
Oh,
Martin.
God. Ricky Martin's attorney denies new sexual assault claims from his nephew, claiming that he's completely untethered from reality, the nephew. Ricky Martin has been accused of sexual assault on the following dismissal of a similar case. After suing his nephew for alleged extortion over false allegations, the Grammy Award winner 50 was named in another complaint filed Friday at a police department in Martin's hometown of San Juan, Puerto Rico, according to Associated Press.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. I'm from Puerto Rico. Oh, that's Mexico.
No, they do
Anyway,
that shit. They do
his
that shit in
attorney,
Puerto Rico.
Jose Fuentes, tells People in a statement, these claims are wildly offensive and completely untethered from reality. When this man previously made similar allegations, his legal case to be withdrawn. Now, let me tell you something. Now, Ricky Martin is trying to sue his nephew for $20 million for false claims.
Is his nephew even collectible? Does he even have $1 to his name?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how you getting $20 million from your nephew? I mean,
right? That's so
Ricky
stupid.
Martin has a new show coming out. You know, I think all of this shit is just for a new show. Bye, Ricky Martin.
Meow. Meow. Chinese man trapped aloft in hydrogen balloon for 2 days.
Beijing Associated Press. Chinese state media say a man has been found safe after he spent 2 days aloft in a hydrogen balloon, traveling about 320 kilometers or 200 miles after it became untethered and flew away. Untethered again. Did we just say untethered on Ricky Martin's story? Yes, we did. Untethered and flew away while he was using it to harvest pine nuts from a tree.
Oh.
So just imagine, Phil, you out there minding your business in your hydrogen balloon. Oh,
Yeah,
let me get the
because
pine
that's
nuts.
what I do. Yeah.
Look, then snap. Oh shit! Wait
my
a
Lord.
minute. What's going on?
What happened to my hydrogen balloon in me?
Oh my God! Listen,
I am untethered in my hydrogen balloon.
Wait. Do you think he contemplated jumping out fast enough, or he was just like, "Fuck it, it's too late"?
Fuck no. He was like, "Oh shit, I'm fucked." He was like, "I'm fucked."
The man, identified only by his surname, Hu, and a partner were collecting pine nuts on Sunday in a forest park in, oh my God, Heilongjiang. I think that's right. Heilongjiang province in the northeastern China when they lost control and the balloon sailed off. The other person jumped to the ground. Phil.
The other person jumped to the ground.
Yeah, the other person jumped to the ground. And the search was launched for the escape balloon. Okay, so if you jumped to the ground, why you didn't grab the cord?
I guess there wasn't one.
And I don't know they use hydrogen balloons to hunt for pine nuts. I need to look that up.
I know, right? What the fuck is that all about?
State broadcaster CCTV said rescuers were able to contact the man by cell phone the following morning and instructed him to slowly deflate the balloon and to land safely. It took another day before he reached the ground. to the northeast Fangzhang region, close to the border with Russia. Well, he's lucky he got that balloon down fast enough because ain't no telling what was going to happen if that balloon crossed that line over to Russia, child.
Right.
He'd be sitting over there with Brittany Griner. Who was in good health apart from his pain in his lower back, possibly from standing the entire time. He was in the hot air balloon. He was standing up the whole time. What you think about this story, Phil?
I mean, it's funny. That's for sure.
Oh no!
Ah,
Oh my God!
ah.
Look, could you imagine? How you think they told him to let the air out? Just like,
Hey, it had to be cold up there, though.
hell
Think about it.
yeah. Could you
Cold as
imagine you
shit.
being up there seeing like 747s and shit fly by?
That's what I'm saying. It had to been, dude.
Yo, it
He
didn't
was
say how
happy.
high it went. It just said how far he
No,
traveled.
he just traveled 200 miles, so there's no way he was high enough for an airplane, but they don't get that high.
Hydrogen balloons go pretty high though, for real.
They go high, but not airplane high,
No, not that high.
not
But
jet stream high.
he could. Well, what if some birds started coming around? Like,
Right, right, tearing through his damn balloon.
he was probably like trying to wave him off, like, "Hey, get away from my balloon!" They was probably like,
It had to have been cold though. It
"Look,
had to have been freezing cold.
look, 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 pop, pop, pop." I'm
Fucking
glad that
dummy.
man made it down safe, child. Good luck to you.
What a
And
dummy.
bye, Chinese story. That's the end of the show, y'all. That was so short.
No, it was 45 minutes. Over
It
45 minutes.
was?
It's already 46 minutes.
No. Oh my God, that long?
Yes, we're ending this shit.
Oh my God, y'all. Guess what? Me and Phil love y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Put
Beats
some
and hair
freaking music
grease.
on.
Put some hair.
Got beat, it was
No
no
watermelon
witness.
hat.
Ops begging C-Land for forgiveness.
And we out. Share and subscribe, people.
Please do.